Kia ora. Welcome to Neat and Not by the Sea. My name is Catherine. My pronouns are she, her, and I've got a new intro bit.
Oh, go for it.
Long story. This is the year where we have to show people they're safe with us. So I need to look for my Pride Inclusive badge because, you know, rank things are happening in New Zealand as well. So that has to be obvious. And I've told you, I've already pre-warned Victoria. I'm on like off at a tangent mode this evening because I'm super tired. So I was watching an Instagram account from Australia that I really like, blonde woman. And she was talking about how she's a blonde woman, and she was talking about how quite often the way society is, a lot of people of color feel unsafe with blonde women. So she was saying that as a blonde woman herself, you know, she has to be extra when she signals to people of color that they're safe with her. So she was saying that she does it by being very weird. So then she was like, crowd asking, like, what can we do? What can we do so that I'm not like, hi? So anyway, I'm not blonde, so, you know, that's hardly a problem.
No tangents tonight. Tangents.
But tangents, yeah. But some of the answers were, so this is a woman who's doing a lot of activism work for Palestine in Australia. And someone replied, you could say assalamu alaikum. That would tell people. Or you could compliment women on their hijab. So anyway, so now I'm going like, kia ora, how am I? Assalamu alaikum.
So what does assalamu alaikum translate to?
It's a greeting in Arabic, and it generally means peace be upon you.
Lovely.
Yeah, but that's if you listen to Arab people, that's how they greet each other.
Nice.
It doesn't roll off my tongue yet, but I practiced the other day, so that was good. So this is going to be my new thing. Now you're going to get like 20-minute intro every time.
Yeah. Kia ora and assalamu
alaikum.
Alaikum. I'll practice it. Kia ora, I'm Victoria. Welcome to our Flosstube channel. I'm very flustered. I was emptying my car when Catherine arrived because I've got to take it to go and get cleaned tomorrow.
I wasn't early.
No, I was very grateful you weren't early. But then I did think, we did confirm we were doing it tonight. I haven't just sort of spent yesterday cleaning because I need 24 hours warning before anyone comes, and so cleaning yesterday.
Have we told them about the time I turned up at your house unannounced?
She's never done it since.
I've never done it since.
It was awful. It was so bad. Every single room in my house was just covered in shit.
And I come from a culture where like you always turn up at people's houses.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm sure things have changed now, but like, you know, that's kind of a thing. The look of horror on Victoria's face, and then I like quickly have to like, oh no, I'll just go back home. Okay, bye.
It was awful.
I didn't come in. I did not set foot in her house, but I was like, note to self, Catherine.
No, it was
feral.
messy. It's messy. I don't think it's normally, well, I was going to say it's not normally dirty. But
and
then last week,
last week, I wanted to like fold my quilt properly, and her house looked tidy, and I said, oh, do you mind if I do this on your bed? And she said, no, don't go in my bedroom.
Oh, that wasn't even what I was thinking of from last week. The one I was thinking of was from last week. You were like, is there cat biscuits under your table? Fucking cat had chundered under the table and I hadn't seen it. So it must have been within 24 hours because before Catherine comes, I always pull all my furniture away from the walls and vacuum under it and make sure everything is clean and then everything goes back.
Funny. Chundering, she means vomited. The cats have vomited.
Oh, it's chunder, not a...
I'm just saying, you know, I'm not sure it is in America.
Yeah. So I'm feral. I want to say usually it's just messy. It's not usually dirty. It's nothing that we need to call hoarders.
This is not sounding like a great podcast this minute.
That's great. No, I'm very relatable, I'm sure.
And also, can I just say, if Martin were ever to leave me or die, I would be locking my door so people don't come in because I am not a tidy person by nature. It is all thanks to the husband.
No, I get so slack. It's like, my house is small and I'm only one person, but mess everywhere.
Not as small
and all
as
my
mine,
craft, no, not as small as yours. All my craft stuff, there's like 20 boxes for each project, and it's great. But
anyway, fun times.
The public areas are clean tonight.
Indeed.
You'll notice the bedroom door is firmly shut.
Okay, what have you been up to?
I've had very many adventures since. So, Masters Games up in Whangarei. the weekend before.
That was the town that you can remember.
Yeah.
Because was
it Wanganui? Which one's at the top and which one's... No, I think it's Wanganui.
I wasn't born here.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know the North Island. It's a
Neither
mystery
do I.
to me.
I've only been there like 4 times.
It's a mystery.
For the North Island, not to... Anyway, master games for the puzzling. That went well. I completed the 1,000-piece puzzle in 5 hours and 2 minutes, which made me 8th place out of about 39.
And most importantly, she took the soap.
I did take the soap, and it was just as well I took the soap. I took soap.
She's never going to learn.
Face cloth,
She's never going to
shampoo.
learn.
I took my whole... I have a travel toilet bag, and so I've just got, instead of having to find your deodorant and your
Because she
toothbrush
travels
and stuff,
so much. She's almost an airline.
like 3 times a year.
Flight attendant.
But we ended up, I'm not sure that I said last time, we had terrible trouble with the accommodation. It was cancelled on us 4 days before we were due to go up.
No.
Oh, we were not pleased. Apparently the hotel changed ownership, and that meant that they weren't carrying over any of their bookings.
What?
I know, it was very weird and very much 4 days before a big event. Are you just kicking us out because we booked 8 months before when the rooms were like $60 a night, and now you can charge. Anyway,
Okay.
we found new accommodation. It was a hostel? Student hostel? No, that's not the word. Backpackers.
Yeah.
And there was no courtesy shampoo or soap.
Of course it was no courtesy shampoo. It was a backpacker.
I know, so I was very pleased that I had just taken my
But also, can I just say, 1 night or 2 nights?
3 nights.
So the function of the soap
Yep.
is to break down the grease to clean the skin.
Yes.
But if you rubbed vigorously, it would
Yeah.
break down the grease to clean your skin. Like you can survive 2 days without soap. Come on.
Oh yeah, but not shampoo. I wouldn't, not with it. I wash my hair every day. I'm a morning.
I love this because it's like her house can be a pigsty, but God forbid you wouldn't shower.
I know.
I'm a 3 showers max a week sort of
Oh.
person. TMI.
1 shower every day at
Belated
least.
TMI.
Yeah. It was good. It was so hot up there. It was so
It was
hot.
probably 24.
And I flew up with Jetstar, and they are very strict on your baggage weight, like weighing your bags
probably-
before you get on the plane.
We're all a bit loud because we're overexcited.
Sorry, I am overexcited, but then everyone can hear. So I've been very careful with my packing because I didn't have any scales in the house, so I couldn't weigh how much my bag was. So I'd underpacked. I didn't take, I only had the shoes that I was wearing, which were,
You didn't underpack.
Boots.
You said you weren't going to pack too much.
I know,
So you didn't
and I
underpack.
regretted it. I had to buy jandals when I was there. It was so hot. I had to buy a t-shirt there because I didn't account for all the sweating I would do. And I just felt gross.
Once it dries, you're okay.
Yeah, but it was just so humid.
I'm a bit feral.
It was so hot. It was so hot at night. And
Yeah, we're not used to this heat malarkey.
no. But otherwise, that was great.
Cool.
Wanganui was lovely. We went on the tram, and they have I think the country's only underground elevator, and so you go through a big tunnel into the middle of this hill, and then you get the elevator from the bottom to the top of the hill, and you look at the War Memorial, and
Is the whole point the elevator?
yeah,
Okay,
it's
lift.
great. Lift.
Also known as a lift.
Yeah.
I should say a tram is quite exciting. We don't have trams.
Oh, it was great, and it's definitely a tourist attraction. There was like 150 metres of track that they took you out on, and it was a couple of old guys had obviously restored these historic trams.
Oh, so
And-
this is not public transport.
No, it was at one stage, but this course
Yeah, clearly. Yeah. Victoria's such a different traveller to me.
It was so great. It was $5. He's like, oh yeah, jump on. And I was like, oh, what time? Just what time is your next ride? And he's like, no, just jump on and I'll take you back and forth a couple of times. It was so good.
It's giving me in Europe in our horse-drawn carriage vibes.
Oh, it was great. They were having a lovely afternoon. And then we went to the glass blowing.
Oh,
They have the glass blowing school or glass blowing. Anyway, just watched a guy do some glass stuff for a while.
See, I watched that in Sydney, I think it was. Was it Sydney or was it? No, it was Adelaide. It was interesting, but also deeply boring. It was super interesting for about 3 minutes.
Yeah.
And
And
then I was just like, okay, I don't want to become a glassblower. This
No.
is great, thank
They
you.
were making canes, and there's not actually any blowing involved in that. It's just heat and
Yeah, but you're still twirling
it was cool. So I saw the glass blowing in Venice when I was there at Brand.
That sounds so much cooler,
It
doesn't
was
it?
so beautiful, and they made a horse.
Was
it
it
was
at
all
the
magical.
Murano factory?
Yes, it was. It was lovely.
Name dropping much.
I know. It was great. But I had a great time. And then work for a week, which was, work. And then last weekend, what did I do? Oh, spent a day at Maraki and met my brother and niece and sister-in-law. It was lovely.
Nice.
It was just me and my mum met them.
Just for the day, not...
Yeah,
not-
just for the day.
Okay, nice. Very cool.
Had lunch.
Very cool.
What have you been up to?
I have done too much. Well, first, let's appreciate the fact that I'm in Victoria's house. I'm wearing mum shorts.
You
Just
are wearing mum shorts.
I know I'm wearing mum shorts. I've just descended to the pit of like mum outfit.
Yeah. They're denim with turned up cuffs, just
Yeah.
for those of you who
They're
are
then-
struggling.
They're like long shorts
Yeah.
above the knee.
Yeah.
Which I'm actually showing more leg than I normally do. I'm quite old fashioned. For someone that's like clearly has no boundaries, I'm quite old fashioned. But anyway, I'm wearing these shorts. But we're in Victoria's house, so I'm wearing my shawl, my Mexican shawl, which seems like a great outcome.
Do you want my dressing gown? I can get you my fluffy dressing
No,
gown.
I want to look pretty like this in my Mexican shawl. You mentioned Venice, I can mention Mexico.
No, yeah.
Okay, so I have been social, which is a bit of a shocker, really. I can't remember past last week. Like, who knows what happened? I'm sure I did things, but it's all a blur, whatever. But this week, Martin and I went on a date, shock horror. It was very lovely. There was hand holding. We went to see, oh, no, not that. We went to see Bridget Jones, the latest. What's that about?
That's not the movie I thought you were going to say.
No, we went to see Bridget Jones because it was a date and British humour is fabulous. Very good looking actor as well, so that was a bonus. Yeah, so that was really lovely. We never go out together because I'm lazy and I forget that I like to do certain things. So that was a reminder. I like to go to the cinema. Catherine, maybe go to the cinema before 2 years.
I thought you went to the widow of Claret, whatever that
The
name
Widow
is.
Clicquot.
That's the one.
Okay, funny story. I text Victoria. Hey Victoria, there is this movie you might want to see. In my head, as a normal person, I'm like, she's gonna say, great, when shall we go? No, she said, cool.
Oh, no. I took that as you'd just seen it.
I haven't seen
Have you
it.
been to see it yet?
No,
Do you want to go?
I'm not sure now. I feel snubbed.
I did not read that as an invite. I read that as I've seen this and I think you would enjoy it.
It was the beginning of a conversation, you see.
Oh.
And I think in fact I could find it. It was something
God,
like,
it's me. Just be
cool, full stop. Never heard from her again.
Oh. See, in my head, I responded, cool. I'd seen the trailer and I really want to see it. That's how
didn't.
it was supposed to be. I must have been distracted.
Anyway, it was very funny.
I'm keen to go if you want to go.
Yeah, me too. Apparently, I like the cinema.
Nice.
Anyway, anything is worth it for a good anecdote. So
Yeah.
yeah, we had that anecdote.
That looks like a good period drama.
Yeah, I mean, I don't drink alcohol, so it's like I'm not really bothered. I know
we
the
wear
story.
pretty dresses.
I know the story. Yeah, it's period drama.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about. There's also a film called Tina. I think that's how you pronounce it. I think it's a Pacifica name. So good. It's about... You've got to go and see it. It looks great.
What's it about, though?
A mother loses... This is not a spoiler. It's just the beginning. You see it in the advert. A mother loses her daughter in the Christchurch earthquakes.
Oh.
And her life falls apart. And it's about her journey to coming out of that hellhole that would be.
Oh.
No, but it's fun.
It's a good one?
It's a choir.
Oh, it is the choir one?
Yeah.
Because I want to see the choir one. I was just going to say, I thought you were talking about the choir one that I want to go and see.
Yeah, the choir one's good. So, yeah, I'd like to see that.
We could do a double feature.
No, I've just told you how broken I am because I went out and this is my third night out of the house.
Yeah, but we're not doing it this weekend. We're doing it next weekend. That's a whole sort of 14 days away.
Yeah, but there's a lot. There's a lot in 2 films.
True.
Yeah. And then I'll show you the second day, because you know I'm a Palestinian supporter. The day after, there was a Palestinian talk, a book talk at the university in the sociology and criminology department of this book. So I went to this because I didn't want to go out at night, because this is generally my life. I don't want to go out at night. I want to go home. I work, I'm tired, I want to go home, get into bed, craft. Anyway, I went to her talk. Of course I bought the book because she was so wonderful and lovely. And I was like, be my friend. She was not interested. She lives in Australia. Also, I tramp play it cool. Anyway, her name is Samah, you pronounce the H, Sabawi. Oh, she was so great. But apart from that, so you've got, this is like 60 hours of interviews with her father and then made into a novel.
Yep.
I mean, and I've got such rose-tinted spectacles about like mum and dad because both my parents have died. I was just like living my best life listening to her. But then, see, signed copy.
She signed it, lovely.
Oh, she wrote Free Palestine, Samah. Then I thought, oh, I have to go to the talk in the evening. I can't not go. I have to go. So I said to my friend Rasha, oh, come on, come with me. So then Marta and I ended up having another date because he decided to come into town. And there are, in case you don't know, there are no buses after 6.
Ooh.
So the last bus to Waikawait is at 6. So I was like, well, Martin will have to hang around then. And then he said, and I went, it was at yours cafe. Have you been?
No.
Yeah, I hadn't been before. I knew about it and then I forgot because it's the sort of cafe that I would want to frequent. So it's like good for society sort of cafe. Did I tell you that I went to the bowling club?
Yes, you did.
Yeah, so it's
Yes.
kind of like the bowling club.
Same sort of.
You tell them how much you're going to pay.
Okay.
So we had I want to say that it was all vegetarian, but I could be wrong. Yeah, I'm probably wrong. I think there might have been a chicken thing. But anyway, Martin and I had chili con veggies, and then he was like, how much do you think I should have paid? And I said, well, I'm cheap. I would have said $6, but I know that's wrong. So he paid $10 for each meal, which it's just bread and butter sort of food. It's not, there's nothing fancy about it. It's like a stew with rice. So we did that, and then there was her book talk. So she was actually doing a couple of readings, and it was very lovely.
Nice.
So I had a lovely time, and I only read the prologue because I wanted to read some before I started. I'm a dog eater. I believe in dog earing. I think books should.
That's what envelopes and scraps of paper and receipts are for.
No, books. Oh God, we've been called out because I'm quite categorical. I said something. I was like, outrageous. I am a librarian that believes in dog earing books. How is a book going to know if they're loved or not if you're like pussyfooting around?
They know
it?
because the spines get creased. If I could stop doing that, I would do that too. But
no, I'm a dog earer. I love dog earing, and I like writing and all sorts.
you've just gone down so far. Oh no! She's just folded like 100 pages over at once. Oh, you and I are going to have to reevaluate our friendship.
Well, maybe you'll reply to my texts.
If you were clear and said, Victoria, would you like to go to the movies? I would have said, yes, love to. When? Not just, this is a movie you might like. That to me is, I've watched this and you should watch it too.
I'm a dog eater. Anyway, I've also started. So this looks like it's full of the actual history of Palestine, so it will be difficult, but there is humor. But I've also started reading this. If anybody has read it, please let me know.
100 Years War on Alcohol.
On Palestine.
Sorry, you have to read it back to front on the screen.
So I have not even finished the introduction. I'm reading it slowly. I'm once I finish the introduction, which is actually long, I'm hoping to do a chapter a week. Slowly does it. So I've been doing that. So that was me. I didn't get to bed till like 10 on whenever I went out. On Tuesday, because cheap as Tuesday. Which wasn't cheap. The cinema's not cheap. No. And then on Tuesday was the meal out, and we dropped my friend off at her house, and then we went home. I probably was in bed by 10 to 9. It was just outrageous. And then today I'm filming Flosstube. Yeah. Although I work from home, so I didn't have to wake up until 8. Of course, as happens, I woke up at 7.
Of course you did. Yeah.
But whatever, no mind.
And tomorrow, do you have an evening out or are you evening in?
No, Friday Christina comes for dinner.
Wow.
But they've invited the SLT team to go to Eureka for drinks.
Nice.
And I'm like,
oh, you don't have to do it.
Every so often I do it because it's good for the networks. Like, it's just the sort of job I have. It's good when people like you outside of work. True. And they have a point of contact. But
it always amazes me that the people that want to do things after work on Friday, like quite regularly, I'm like, end of the work. I've just spent all week with you.
I don't understand.
I want to go home. I want to take my bra off. I want to take my pants off, and I just want to.
And she wants to strewn it around the house.
Yeah,
the home as
honestly,
well.
Yeah. Pants are in the doorway and bra is over the back of the sofa.
The bit that I don't understand. So I don't want to do these things because this is a work networking thing. Like people go to this bar called Eureka, which is opposite the university. So all the university people go there. and you're seen, and you see people. You can chat like socially, but really you're gonna hit them up on Monday because they haven't replied to an email that was important or whatever, you know. So that's not fun to me. I only truly have fun when I'm with my girlfriends. Like I like being with women. That's my preference. I work in ITS. It's 90% men. Yeah. But the thing that puzzles me, and Martin like rolls his eyes at me, is like, a lot of these people have wives and children. So most of them are men and they have wives and children. I would be desperate to get home to be with my husband and child.
Or I'm sure your wife is desperate for you to get home to look after your children.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if the wife is also having drinks out.
True.
I don't, but I just don't understand. And so I'll quite often say to Martin, I just don't understand. I just don't understand. Don't you just want to go home to your family, have dinner with them?
See, is your social, by Friday afternoon, is your social battery for those...
Let's say we don't have a social battery.
No, but like, it's different if you're catching up with your friends and people with common interests. But there's your work colleagues and your work friends. You know, I know there's some crossover here, but... Oh, just the general politeness for people that I don't have much in common with is just done by the Friday afternoon.
Well, see, if I was going to go to Eureka with a friend, I want to sit down, have chips, and be outrageous.
Yes.
And
Chip,
there'd be
but
so much effing and blinding. It'd be hilarious.
Yeah.
And I'd be loud, and who cares how I sound, or, you know. But it's not like that at work. I mean, I'm still loud and I still swear, but it is regretful.
Yeah. But there's still that I'm at work with work people veneer.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although a funny thing is, gosh, it's outrageous. Nobody from work watches this, right? If you're from work, can you let me know and I'll mind my P's and Q's. I went to work. So my boss and my boss's boss, who used to be my direct boss, they're both very funny and I like them very much and I'm so happy to work with them. But we go to the pub, right? And my boss, who's always making fun of me, because we have that sort of relationship, I make fun of him as well. I said, oh, I was working from home today, but I just drove for half an hour during work time to get here. And he said, and Martin had arrived at this point because he was going to join me because we were off to do something else. God, it's 22 minutes, sorry. And my boss says, oh yeah, we know all about 3 o'clock, Catherine. And Martin says, 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock, Catherine.
Martin?
And I was like, where's your loyalty? Anyway, my boss now says, every time he sees me, he's like, 2 o'clock, Catherine. Outrageous.
Oh.
Anyway.
Should we actually show some work that we may or may not have done during the week?
Let's show work. And then tangents. I'm going to talk to you about something else. But, FFOs.
Oh, I have none, but I hear a rumour that you might have one.
I have an FFO. What it is. I have an FFO.
Boom, boom, boom.
Bum, bum, bum. Bam.
That looks amazing.
I'm quite pleased with it.
And what attachment technique did you go with in the end?
I went with Velcro in the end.
Lovely.
Velcro buttons. So just round.
Yep, beautiful.
One at the top, one at the bottom. But what I did, can I even lift one little bit? I'm not going to do the whole lot because who can be asked? So I ironed. Martin was like, you're obsessively ironing. I was. So I ironed all the edges in. Then I put wadding or batting in the middle because I've got lots of little bits. And then I used naturally dyed with Buddleia fabric and folded the edges in and then mattress stitched it all around. Oh no, ladder stitched it all around.
That's beautiful.
And then my neighbour arrived just the right time and I was showing her and Martin was like this, right? Why would you do something like that? I was like, sweetie, we do embroidery and then we make too many things and then we have to find places to put it, okay?
And it's a beautiful box you've put it on. Where'd you score the box from?
Oh, it was ages ago. I can't remember. It's shabby chic.
Beautiful.
See?
Nice.
I'm not saying these are from work.
But you're not saying they're from work.
I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that it's good shape. Yeah, I really like it. I'm really happy. And also, please appreciate, I've already shown you, but you know, please appreciate the weird dog.
Love the weird dog.
Followed by the other weird dog.
Love the other weird dog.
It's got my initials. This bee is also weird. She's keeping company with the dogs. And I've done the year. And these are my babies, Sophia and Christina, who are my treasures. Yeah, so I'm really happy. I think I don't need to do another box like this. Martin is right. But hey, I finished. Hurrah.
So, after busting my gut the other week to get this ready to take with me, so I wouldn't have to take the pattern, I just needed the thread, the needle, and the thing.
Did you forget it?
No, took it. It went everywhere with me. I lugged it around everywhere, didn't touch it once. But I did do some when I got back. So I finished that second segment and done the first row of the next one.
But it would have been because you were having fun.
Yes, we were busy chatting and doing puzzles. We had a lovely time.
So it worked out.
We did. I feel so bad for my friend though. So we shared a room with my friend. And not only did I snore.
Oh my God, you're are you... Okay, I'm going to overshare in a minute. Go on.
I also spoke quite loudly and quite passionately, apparently.
I've shared a bed with Victoria. I do not recommend.
So I felt really bad for my friends.
My thing is, right? Oh, this is bad. This is TMI. I fart a lot in the morning. Come on, surely everybody does, right? But it's like...
I'm like midnight, 2 o'clock. I'm like, oh, can't believe I can do a fart.
No, see, this is how Martin goes, oh, you're awake then. And honestly... my body has no bounds. It's just outrageous. Like, I can't go out with people. I can't. I mean, it takes so much energy to like behave like a grown up when you're with other people.
Hold all your bodily functions in. It's
just bad. So it sounds like you were having a good time.
We did. But anyway, like I said,
I reached the low point.
I'm really sorry. You guys are really getting bang for your buck today. Anyway, so that's coming along a treat. I still need to go to Stitch Witches and get some more sand. What are you knowing?
I just thought we got a shout out today. Well, I saw on my phone that we got a shout out for someone. It was a very lovely shout out for our channel, which thank you so much. That was super lovely. It's from a Flosstube called...
Oh, was that Megan at we wrote it down.
Books and Moon.
Yeah.
Which was super lovely. But she said, I want to be Catherine when I grow up. But I've just told you the fart story.
No, she also said we were great company. I was like, really? So I snore and talk in my sleep and fart at night. Shocker.
I mean, surely everybody does. Surely.
They must do. It's like that book. Everybody poops.
Okay. Yeah, surely, right? Fine. It's fine.
Yeah. Oh, no, it's your turn next.
Okay, what am I doing?
I don't know.
I have cross-stitch adjacent. Okay, so my friend, this is another funny story. You can pause. You can go and live your best life. Okay, so my friend Fiona came to see me, right?
Mm-hmm.
We had a couple of weeks back now. We had such a lovely time, and she is super generous, and she's always giving me like lots of lovely little gifts and things like that. But this time, she as well as all the like mountain of wonderful little gifts that she brought me because she'd been on holiday, which she didn't have to do, but it's just so lovely that she thought of me. She also gave me these bags that she doesn't need.
It's lovely.
This must be a sari bag, but she also gave me this is from like beauty products, and this is from some sort of sari bag situation because she'd been to a sari shop, I think, in Australia. Anyway, what was...
I love that you take the stuff that people are like, this is too good to throw out, but I don't want it. What can I do with it? Give it to you.
But the funny thing is, right, I was just being silly. We were just having I'm really good friends now, which is like one of the delights of my life. But, so you haven't been to my house. Victoria's been to my house, okay. In my head, like we all have an image of ourselves in our head. I think I'm super cool. I think my house is stunning. It's so cool. And I was saying to Fiona, are you sure? She's got a beautiful house. I'm saying, you don't want to put this on your curtains? She was like, no. Oh, I was saying, oh my God, I have the impression just now, as you said that I think my house is so cool and people get to see it and you're thinking, holy moly, she's got a bed sheet as a curtain. Which I do.
I know.
Because nobody can tell me what to do. Anyway, so this is massive and I didn't want to make it smaller. It could be almost a curtain. Half a curtain.
It'll be great for next time you're doing a knitted blanket.
Well, not just that. I am working on my 17th century petticoat skirt.
Skirt, yeah. I love this fabric.
So the whole shebang fits in this bag. It's funny. So all that to say, my house is cool. I am cool. Martin thinks people are like, oh, bless you. Bless you, you can't afford curtains. Anyway, it's my black work piece.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Ta-da! Look at that. This line at the bottom signifies the superhuman effort I made to continue with a decided pattern.
Take it on. I don't think they can appreciate that there is a beautiful stitch in there.
Yeah, but you have to laugh at myself because the only thing where I followed the pattern was the bottom bit. And then I couldn't be asked. Okay, so I decided I'm kind of not really following anybody's instructions because rules are not for me. I sort of pinched a bit from something and I was just like, I've lost the will to live. And then I started doing a thing. This started looking a little bit religious, so I stopped. But I love this one. Isn't it amazing? I was influenced by Amy. Amy? I want to say it's pronounced, not your sister.
No.
Stitcher. She does black work.
Oh, yeah, Amy, yeah.
Amy, yeah. I'm just thinking that she pronounced it in a French way. And
No, she's just Amy.
Amy. I'm influenced by her. So I follow her on the Instagrams and she's been doing a bit of black work. So there you go.
She's beautiful black work.
And then this one. Oh, yeah, there was this token gesture. But then this one also made them appreciate the mistake, which stayed. People are always shocked when I undo mistakes. Some get undone, but not everything.
I didn't think you ever undid anything.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
It's a decision of the moment. Anyway. This was
counting
kind of...
that you don't do. No, I'm sorry.
Say that again?
Is it counting that you don't do?
Oh, yeah, I don't really do counting. I mean, I can do counting from one stitch to the next. It's just that, you know when they expect you to count from one motif to the next so that it's like in the right place? No, you just throw your needle at it and hope for the best. Isn't that what everybody does?
No.
Anyway, I sort of invented this one.
It's beautiful.
But the annoying thing is that it was just from a pattern I saw somewhere on Victoria and Albert Museum. You know, it was one of their display things that they've got in their catalogue. But the blinking phone shuts down after like 3 seconds.
Oh.
So I got fed up with that.
You know, you should be able to go into your settings and tell it not to go to sleep.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna. Yeah. I work in tech, don't you know? I couldn't be asked. So in the end, I thought, right, you have a book. So I found my book, which I had bought. I've used once, and I am now using it again.
It's a lovely book.
Yeah, so they've got so they've got 2 pages of motifs and borders.
Oh, beautiful.
So I like some of the little random little bird situations. That's really what got me going. So I will pepper that at the bottom of the skirt. But I also like motifs that are kind of long and tall or like pyramid shaped. So I will just put one on top of the other and do whatever I want. But anyway, this is kind of a good resource to have. And I do buy too many books, so it's good to use them. Yes. Based on my income and life circumstance, I kind of buy too many books.
Based on the size of your house, you buy too many books, but otherwise none of that is true.
Yes, well, I am going to Auckland, which I really shouldn't be going to Auckland, but I am.
Are you going up to see Sophia?
I am going out to see Sophia.
Lovely. When are you doing that?
April.
Nice.
Yeah, we're going to go to watch her in court. Be powerful lawyer.
I do get to go. That's my girl.
No, you have to be a grown up. I have to behave better than when she used to be in a choir or she used to be in singing competitions. And I'll be like, she sings so beautifully. And she'd be looking at me going, don't cry, you're going to make me cry. Anyway.
Nice.
You're welcome for this show. I'm sorry.
It's all talk tonight, not much stitching.
Yeah.
So I've done
the bags. The bags.
This is nettle from Stacey Nash, and I did about 4 more rows of its head. So you can't actually tell, but I did make some progress.
You are high achieving this week.
I'm so high achieving. That's so cute. I love this. I can't wait to get to the orangeness. And
They're all so adorable.
I was thinking about this driving to work the other day, and I was like, I'm going to stuff them, and I'm going to make the little critters. And I was like, maybe what I need to do is get one of those, you know those toys that you get and you turn them upside down and it goes moo? Like moo, like really big. I was like, maybe I need to get some of those or some squeakers or some bells or something to put in the middle. So we'll see what we do.
My thing is more like, they are so beautiful. They are like, show me the thing. They are so beautiful. This designer, Stacey Nash,
she does gorgeous stuff. And she's really found her niche.
Do we need all of these? Like, in reality, in our homes, do they, you know?
Yes.
You're going to end up putting like little things on boxes and,
Yes,
and,
yes, I
and,
will.
and men will say, what are you doing? I worry about it.
Oh.
Anyway, do you want this one?
Oh, you don't want it?
Yeah, I've used
Fiona
it.
doesn't want it.
Well, I'm offering it to you.
I'll take it because I love the weirdo animals down the bottom.
Oh, the animals are just weird.
I want to do it
Yeah,
for the
you can
weirdo
have it.
animals. I'd love it. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. I am judging the house. The rendering is all wrong.
Beth Twist, lovely. I like the weirdo bricks.
Don't like the weirdo bricks. But yeah, Victoria, I usually give my patterns to Victoria.
Very gratefully take them.
Yeah. She's never going to do them, but you know, she does like to collect them.
I did one of the ones you gave me.
Maybe.
Yeah, you gave me the Jane Austen one. I did it.
There was no judgment. Oh, that's true. I did give it to you. You're right.
Yeah, and I've done it.
But there was no judgment. It's just that you do like to collect.
I do
them.
collect.
Yeah.
I'm a very much a collector.
And I just think I have to be very careful about what I collect because otherwise I will be sleeping outside and my bed will be where my collections live.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So another thing. Oh, this is like a.
Oh, I saw
compare
this
and
on
contrast.
Instagram.
Yes, compare and contrast.
It was nice to see this come up again.
Unload myself. So I'll tell you about my new obsession as well. I have a new obsession, which is not going anywhere. Anyway, do appreciate my hand knitted lace yoke little top that I made a couple of years ago.
It's lovely. I remember.
I bought the yarn. It's cotton yarn. I bought it in Chile. I love it. So then I went to Australia and we went to the Sewing Basket, which is a charity that only sells secondhand craft materials and they provide jobs for people with disabilities. And I bought myself some shocking pink
I
yarn.
love the pink yarn.
And it's exactly the same pattern. Do that.
Beautiful.
It will be ready for the end of summer.
Lovely.
Although I've just finished, I literally just finished this lunchtime, the lace.
Oh,
See.
so you've done all the slow bit. You'll be fast now.
I've done the hard bit. Well, the rest is slow in the sense that, you know, you get bored.
Yeah.
It's the same.
Is this not your current car project?
Well, it was. I was knitting on the way here. And this can now be I am on a Zoom call. And even though I'm in the office with my boss in it,
Yeah.
I am knitting because I can multitask. He totally gets it about multitask. He gets the thing about it calms your brain.
Yeah.
So I may have knitted my
Keeps you
socks
busy
at
fingers.
work.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm super, super happy that I've got to this point now. And I love the pattern. I just think it's so beautiful.
It's gorgeous.
It's very beautiful. I love it.
Very nice.
Yes. In my sari bag. I do love using things that are not for that. Like,
Yeah, no.
I don't really want to buy, like, you know, project bags. I've got friends that keep me supplied. I did show someone I was teaching someone to knit the other day. And he was like, is that a rice bag? He's not a crafter, so he was kind of like already in a weird place where he's learning to knit, and then he was like, are you carting your knitting project about in a rice bag? So yes, I am.
Isn't it lovely?
I think so.
So I've finally been cracking on with my Marie Talbot book cover. So this
Whoop, whoop.
stitching needs to be done by the start of May because we're having a construction class. I haven't made huge progress, but I have definitely got into it, which is great. So I have started the Tudor roses, and the instructions say to like do the centres of all the roses. So I've still got these 3 to do, and then you do the next layer of all the roses. So your stitching today is sort of more consistent. So that's what I've been doing. I spent the weekend doing those 3.
Show me.
Took longer than you think. It's just sand stitch. But I did one and I had to pull it out because I wasn't pleased with it, and then I'm just rocked on.
It's very pretty. I love you, bird. Oh, it's all gorgeous. I don't know how you have the patience, but it is beautiful. Just stunning. I do. Is this raised satin or just satin?
Raised satin, so there's a bit of padding stitches under it.
Just up and down, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I love those, and I want raised satin stitch for the flowers around my parents' names and dates of birth and death and stuff. And I know sometimes you come across things and people do put padding in, but I think that's too much.
I mean, you can do either. I know that there's some people that do put like a felt layer down as felt padding, but because of the size of these motifs, they're just tiny. It's just a couple of stitches under it, but you go
But it's enough to see that it is raised.
you go one way, under a thread, other way, under a thread, back way. That's how you do your padding. And then when you're doing the satin stitch,
So,
you're
no,
going
no,
around.
I don't even understand what you meant. Go on, start again.
So this is the imaginary fabric.
Okay, this is your fabric.
Needle comes up,
Yeah.
goes over, comes down, and that's made one stitch. But instead of coming back to this side to come up again like you would with satin stitch, you come up just below where you've gone down. So you're not building up 2 layers of thread so it doesn't get terribly bulky. That's just for your padding. And then when you do the satin stitch, that's when you do the full
Oh, hang on.
loops
So
around.
you're not. So it's not just like a running stitch.
No.
It's more
Oh.
dense than a running stitch.
Yeah, well, it's just, these are just threads laid flat, but you can also do chain stitch underneath for padding. I've done that in a few things.
You're going to have to show me what you mean, because when I have done, because, you know, come to me for like professional advice here. When I have done padded satin stitch, if this was the surface of the petal, my padding would be 1 line, 2 lines, 3 lines of running stitch. That's it.
Oh, no, so I'm just pulling my thread up here and putting my thread down there. So it's just a big long length.
And then you come up here.
Yep, and then come back. Yep.
So same day.
So that's just for the padding, but when I'm doing the satin stitch,
Yeah, it's just there.
yeah, the same diff.
Also,
but
you're doing it long. Well, although not really.
You do it in the
tiny.
opposite direction of the satin. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
when we say big long stitch, it's like 5 mils long, if that, at the widest point.
Oh, okay. So I'm actually doing a running stitch, which kind of means that half of it is not padding
Yeah.
because it's under the fabric. So maybe I'll do that. Although now it sounds like a rule, so maybe my brain will go, no, you won't.
And that is all craftiness that I have worked on in the last fortnight.
Oh, I've got one more. So I am still going up shopping and buying fabrics, embroidered like doilies and tablecloths and napkins and things like that for my quilt. And this is the progress that I made this week.
Lovely, just like we cat skits.
Yeah. Cat lover. I don't have anything like incredible.
But,
you know, I always try and mix the little points, and these go like this on the quilt. They're just added, but I'm not working on the quilt itself at the moment. I do it in kind of blocks. So I've done a ton of triangles, and now I've got a ton of hexagons. So once I've joined all the triangles to all the hexagons that I have available, then I will join them onto the quilt.
excellent.
When I run out, then I do a ton of triangles
And a ton of-
yeah.
Beautiful.
And I'm still kind of, one might say that maybe I could stop shopping for these things, but probably not, because I do enjoy it. But I still don't think I have enough, because this again, a king size quilt. I don't think I have enough. So anyway, so I'm making progress, and this is quite nice to sort of travel with.
Nice.
I'm just trying to see, and of course, laziness is a way of life. So I am working with a beading needle, which you can barely see because it meant I didn't have to get out of bed. It means that it takes me 5 minutes to thread this sodding thing.
Yep, and you've got a lovely bend on that.
I've got a lovely bend because it's almost hair thin.
Yeah, very neat.
Yeah. It's like Victoria hair thin, not my hair thin, because I've got really thick hair. I am ridiculous. I could just get out of bed.
Oh, it's a lot of effort.
Yeah. Although a new development in my life, 2 new things have happened. I'm eating more fruit.
Oh,
It's unrelated, but I just remembered it. I'm eating more fruit because I'm a veggie person, but I kind of thought, oh, maybe I'll eat more fruit. And New Zealand's such a fruit country. So I was like, I'm eating more fruit. But also, I am disposing of needles in the sense that they're going into a little cup on the window ledge in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Until I decide what to do. Apparently, you could take them to the pharmacy, to the sharps disposal.
Oh.
Yeah. What I used to do is I used to throw them in the fire and hope for the best that Martin would get injured eventually.
Yeah.
But anyway, do you know, I will spend hours struggling with a needle, and it's dull because all the shine's gone out of it, and
It's
somehow,
when it starts catching, like you get little burrs on them, or they start catching on.
well,
the
once
thread.
the shine goes, it's just the friction is there, so it's ridiculous. But I will continue using it for probably another 6 months. But I'm quite proud of myself because a couple of times it's been under 6 months.
Wow.
I know.
Good job.
I'm such a grown up. Such a grown up.
Is
So
that all
that-
your stitching?
Oh, I've got another FO.
Ooh.
Have I shown you this one?
No, that's gorgeous.
So this is February. This is the February prompt, which was needle turn applique.
Oh, I love it. It's gorgeous.
And I'd seen something similar online, and I thought it was fabric, and it wasn't. It was a print. It's really funny when you look at it like this. It looks like this is a very pointy point, but it's not a pointy point in real life.
No, it's definitely a curve.
Definitely a curve. So anyway, I love it.
It's beautiful.
And I was trying not to do flowers, because later on we're doing a quilt style from Southern America somewhere. Where it's very flowery, and there's vases with flowers.
Oh, lovely.
And I've forgotten the name of it. And I thought I don't want two the same. Also, I'm kind of like this abstract thing.
I love that. I think it's gorgeous.
I'm loving it. But then this morning, I sort of felt that it felt painting like. So I've actually put my name on the side.
Good
I
job.
thought it was a painting. But I love it. And this is the back. And check me out. I did not catch my corners. when I
Good
was quilting.
job.
I
Nice.
know. I am amazing. I'm a pro. So my little doily, we've gone old fashioned on the back, modern on the front, old fashioned on the back, and my bed sheet quilt back. Also, another thing that I did, I didn't want, so the quilting is quite minimal, which is it's a little puffy, but I didn't want the quilting to show on the back, so I quilted it before I put the back fabric on, and then I just stitched the back fabric on.
Nice. And what did you quilt it onto? Is it a bit of blanket or a bit of
No, it's
wadding?
a comforter.
Oh, nice.
A good old
Nice.
New Zealand comforter, which I don't want to show on the back, although I love the comforters, because I tend to find them in op shops, and they must be from the 80s, full of cabbage roses and blousy blooms, and I love it, but I kind of want to keep it to my beautiful other thrifted fabrics on the back. Can't remember now why it felt important not to do the quilting through. I can't quite remember now.
It's just something different. It's lovely.
Whatever. I'm very happy with it. I'm very pleased. So yay, this is my February prompt. I'm done, and I beat Fiona. It's not a competition, but I win.
You win into
I
the
win.
non-existent competition. Well done.
Yeah, I'm so clever. I won a non-competition. So Fiona's really busy at the moment, but generally, I think she has got a bit more free time than I do. Or maybe she's just less knackered. I don't know. Anyway, I never win. So I was like, oh, you're finished. I'll go get my skates on. Okay, so what else have you got to show?
I've got nothing else to show. I have ordered some things, but they're not here yet.
Oh, they're not here yet. Okay, cool. Things I wanted to talk to you about. Okay, so new obsession. I've got to talk about. Pardon me. I've got to talk about it because I can't do anything about it.
Okay, go for it.
Navajo jewelry.
Beautiful.
Well, I don't even know that this is Navajo, but you know what I mean. The turquoise, the silver. So the Diné people of America now. Beautiful jewelry. I mean, show me an indigenous people and I will love whatever they make, generally speaking. That's kind of my vibe. Anyway, I woke up one day and I was like, I need more jewelry. This is outrageous. I don't have enough jewelry. That's the reason why I've got my hair tied back a lot these days, because I want to show off my earrings.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Also, I'm not doing my hair. Can't be asked. Yeah, but I can't order online because the postage is outrageous. So I'm not doing that. Yeah. And I also don't really buy new things. I buy secondhand things. So it's what buying secondhand, you have to hunt things down. It's not something that just, you don't go to the mall.
Yeah.
Buy secondhand things. So anyway. So much fun. I'm obsessed. I've got like 900 things on eBay that I want. 3,000 things on Etsy that I want. I'm not buying any of it. I'm just looking at it. It's become my new hobby. I'm not doing murder anymore.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, since the ceasefire, I stopped murder. Although, let's face it, the West Bank. But I am watching a lot of thrifting videos from America.
Nice.
Yeah, now I want to go to Oregon just because they have amazing secondhand shops and antique shops.
Nice. Yeah, I've watched a couple of thrifting videos. Always turn up on my feed that I end up watching. It looks like they have much better op shops than us. I don't know. They always have interesting things in their op shops.
Well, I think other people's op shops are always interesting. Yeah. They do have a lot of jewelry. And this woman that I watch, she's gone to Texas a couple of times, and I'm going to sound like an ignoramus now. So New Mexico as well. And they've got these huge flea markets. And of course, they produce jewelry there. So there will be an excess. It's America, there's an excess of everything. So it just, you know, where we would have like 30 rings, they have 3,000, you know. Anyway, it's great fun. But Martin was making fun of me and saying, I'm not hearing the boom, boom, boom of the murder anymore. So I've been doing that. I just want to mention this at the end, but I have got a book to show you that arrived today.
Oh, so this is a book, your book, yeah?
Yes, I bought it.
Yes.
You know, following the theme of too many books. But this felt very worthwhile because in my head I'm like, okay, I'm not going to buy any more books. I don't need any more books. And then this came up. So this is a beautiful book. It's cloth covered. It's from...
Does it have a bookmark?
No. But I'll dog ear it. No, I'm not going to dog ear this. I don't dog ear like coffee table books. But fiction, non-fiction, absolutely. Okay, it says, Of Salt and Spirit combines 51 quilts and 12 portraits from the collection of the Mississippi Museum of Art with decades of Roland L. Freeman's research and archives to shape a love letter to Black quilters of the South. The quilts, narratives and imagery in this exhibition represent decades of community building, intergenerational relationships, and a care for Black life and history. Using this reparative approach, Of Salt and Spirit showcases untold stories of everyday people whose lives were and are as vibrant and varied as the quilts they created.
Oh, that sounds lovely.
I didn't have a chance.
No!
I didn't have a chance. And actually, it was amazing. The postage was $10.
Oh.
So I don't understand how that happened.
No, I tried to order like $15 worth of needles from the States the other day and it was going to cost me $70 in postage. So I was like, oh, that's not happening.
No. Anyway, I thought this
lovely.
I know they are beautiful. I mean, it's totally up my street. But the things, remember I made my ode to this one in one of my bunting things? And that's a Harriet Powers thing. And I thought, I mean, I know a little bit about Black quilters in America, but generally speaking, people have heard of Gee's Bend and nothing else, generally, like a generalization. Some people haven't heard of Gee's Bend. So, oh my God, I love this photo. But anyway, the book comes with essays. I love
Nice, you love an essay.
I love an essay.
Pretty pictures, beautiful quality print by the looks of it, beautiful pages.
But I am very excited. So I don't normally want to encourage you to go shopping. Don't go shopping unless you're going secondhand shopping, which is better for the planet. But it's a beautiful book and very worthwhile. And even I, with the fact that, you know, the New Zealand dollar is not as powerful as the USA dollar, it was reasonable.
Yeah. $10 for postage is amazing.
$10 for postage. Yeah, so I'm very excited. I'm looking forward to, oh my God, look at this, it's so cute. And I think maybe one of the things that I love about these quilts is the sense of color. It's great. And they're very creative. Anyway, it's kind of my jam. So I'm very excited. It was a happy mail day. And then, you know what Martin did? So I'm working from home. I'm in a meeting. So I'm in front of the computer. I can't just get up to open my box. And the courier just goes through the window. He goes... And I'm like, I'm in my meeting, right? So I've muted my microphone. I'm like, darling, my postage has arrived. It's my book. And he's like, shh, concentrate. He wouldn't get it. Oh, not a good craft husband. So anyway, this is beautiful. We're still waiting for another book. We ordered a magazine type book with Fiona and it hasn't arrived yet. But that one's coming from Wellington. It's a Canadian.
It'll take 2 or 3 weeks coming from...
No,
from Wellington.
It's been kind of 2 months.
Oh gosh.
So I think maybe they forgot our order. She's sorting it. Fiona has sorted it, so we're just now waiting again.
Yeah.
But it's a Canadian publication that publishes like compendiums, I think she calls them. Anyway, they're great. I've got a few, but they've brought one out, which is to do with something crafty related. So we're like, okay, shall we get it? Shall we get it? And we did. So there's that. Okay. Anything you want to bring up before this?
No, so I suppose plans, or do you want to do that after that?
We can do plans first and then I'll talk about this because otherwise people get bored of my voice.
So I'm heading down to the Southland Friendship Day, so Embroidery Guild Friendship Day on Saturday. So that's going to be fun. That's down in Invercargill.
Are you making friends in your friendship days?
Well, no, I'm going with friends I already have. I've been sitting just with the people
Shunning.
I already know.
I am shunning new people. I don't want to make new friends.
No, but I think there's some people coming from Queenstown and things who I know from doing various classes. So it'll be nice to see them, and it's good.
Nice.
And
Riverton's lovely.
Riverton is lovely. And there is a medieval day at Toitu Museum next weekend. And I have signed up to do the quill making and calligraphy class and the gold leaf class.
I saw gold leaf and I thought, oh, a little bit interested, but not enough to sign up for anything.
Well, I'll let you know what it was like. And then apparently they run them, not necessarily these classes, but apparently this medieval day, they did it last year as well. So it must be an annual thing. I'll let you know if it's worth it for next year.
I've watched lots of, what do you call it? Now, I'm not interested in quilling particularly, although modern quilling is fantastic. No, it's more the gilding that I've been fascinated by. But, you know, I've done the thing where I bought gesso and brushes and some, I've faffed in the past. When we lived in England, so I haven't done it for 20 years at least. But, you know, fun.
So those are my adventures for the next 2 weeks.
How am I adventuring?
Oh yeah, and I should do some stitching.
I'll do some stitching, yes. Well, I have a bit more time now because my baby's moved into her house and she's kind of settled. She doesn't need her mum phoning. So I've got a little bit more time. I'm spending the day with a friend on Saturday. We're just going to hang out. On Sunday, I plan to spend most of the day in bed. I am going to be very tired. Well, the only thing that's going to be different about my fortnight is that my friend Sally and I are going to retake painting.
Oh, lovely.
So we've called it Reacquainting Ourselves with Watercolours Introductory Session, which is 5 hours on Sunday now, because she wanted to do Saturday. We said Saturday, but now she wants to go to the book sale with her daughter.
Oh, is it on this week? Oh, I guess.
No, not this weekend, the following one.
Yeah, excellent. So is this a formal class or just you
just
two of you getting together and having
But we have rules.
Yeah.
Because we've talked about I am the naughty child. My friend is not the naughty child. So the rule is we sit down with a cup of tea. The person whose house it is chooses what we paint.
Nice.
The other person has to obey.
Yes.
And when we finish the painting, which will probably be like an hour and a half, then we're allowed to have coffee and cake.
Beautiful.
I had to implement the rules myself because I know me, which is why I'm not allowed to not do what she wants.
Yeah.
So I can use oils if I want to. We're starting with watercolors, but if I want to do oils, I can do oils. But what I'm not allowed to say is like, I don't like it. Which, you know, thoughts that go through my head.
Or arrive and say, right, let's have coffee and cake, and all of a sudden 4 hours have gone through with
I've been
nurturing.
known to waste time like that because I'm not in the mood or whatever.
Yeah.
And we have really different tastes. I quite like an abstract. But she said to me, and when it's my turn, Catherine, we might do a fawn. And when it's your turn, you can come up with some mad abstract if you want.
Love it.
My friends know me.
Love it. So how are you going to be doing that once a month? Or once a fortnight?
Yes, once a month.
Nice.
I tried to push her once a fortnight unrealistically, and she was like, "No, that's too much." And in truth, it is. It seems ridiculous, but it really is.
It is. It's
Because I've got other friends. Oh, I'm teaching someone to cross stitch tomorrow.
Oh, lovely.
I'm going to corrupt someone.
Nice. Start them with the gateway drug.
She saw my my finish on the Instagrams, and she loved it, and she wants to make one.
Oh, this is your His Eyes on the Sparrow one. Yeah.
So we're having a coffee tomorrow. I'm going to teach her, and then I'm taking her to Stitch Witches so she can buy her materials.
Lovely.
I forgot to get the materials out because I said, oh, no, don't bring anything. I'll just bring something to get you started. And then we can go to Stitch. And now I'm like, I'm going to have to look for it in the dark. That was daft. So anyway, I'm excited though. It's always nice when someone wants to learn a craft. So that will be a stitcher and a knitter that I've helped.
Lovely.
Yeah, it's cool. Anyway, if you're in Dunners, are you going to go to any of these? So this one's from the 26th of March to the 6th of April. And this one is from the 13th of March. So these are two cultural events. We normally go to something in the Fringe Festival. I've already picked dog-eared the ones, but you don't care about this.
No, it's just a magazine, it's only...
Yeah. I do have to say that one of my passions in life, which clearly I do nothing about because I don't go to these things, is contemporary dance. And I opened this and I was like, oh, sweetie, they've got contemporary dance. And he says, I know that. I saw it and I thought we could go together because, he's sweet.
Oh, I didn't know contemporary dance was one of your things.
I love contemporary dance.
Oh.
I have had to go to ballet for years.
Oh.
Not a fan.
Dance, I do not understand the stories told through medium of dance. It's just not my jam. I'll go to an opera any day, or a play any day, or a musical.
I love a play.
5 times a week.
I love a play. I particularly love a play with 1 or 2 people in it, and that's it. I just think there's something magical about that. But ballet, it kind of leaves me cold, but both my girls like ballet, so I would go and take them to ballet. And every so often there would be a ballet with contemporary clothing, like flowing dresses and stuff, and they'd be like, and I'd be like, oh my God, thank God. Anyway, I was super excited about this. So even though the festival is in March, this was in February. So that's annoying. But
Been and gone in February.
yeah, been and gone. But this is a two-person show. It's about Alzheimer's. I will want to go to this because my mum died of Alzheimer's, so I'm always interested. Relationships, death, Alzheimer's, all sounds like a good thing to go and watch, not to go and live. But this, Martin knows me because he was like, I thought you would like this. Yes. So this is a celebration of dance, digital arts, and Taonga Pūoro through a southern Pacific lens. So Taonga Pūoro are Maori musical instruments. Have you heard a Maori musical instrument? It's a thing of beauty. It is so sublime.
I'm not even sure I can picture a Maori musical instrument.
Oh my God.
All I'm coming up with is the didgeridoo, but that's Australian.
Who was born here? It is not her jam. Also, it's part of living in New Zealand. We are a colonised country. Like, it's not like, the whole world's embracing Māori either. So Taonga Pūoro, the ones I like, they have a lot of wind instruments. Mm-hmm. So they have drums and things like that, but they'll have a lot of wind instruments. So they have a conch shell. Mm-hmm. You'll have heard that for sure somewhere in your life. You
Pretty sure on the Air New Zealand day.
Yeah. On the airplane. yeah, sure. Take the wins where you can, Catherine. I have been lucky enough to go to a couple of like dance recitals with Taonga Pūoro. Oh, I just think they're beautiful. If I find a link, I'll put it at the end so that you can listen. But yeah, they have a few musical instruments that are mouth blown, some that are nose blown, but they're just beautiful. And of course, they're beautifully carved.
Is it going to be live music or is it pre-recorded?
I'm not sure actually. It's New Zealand, quite often
Pre-recorded.
It's hard because there aren't that many practitioners of Taonga Pūoro. This looks cool. The power of Maori and Pacifica literature roaring to theatrical life. So I'll go to that. It was really funny because it's like, after about half the booklet is all Maori and Pacifica. So I'm like, yeah. And then it became Pakeha and I was like, nah.
So,
although I do love classical music as well, but I just I don't want to leave my house for classical music. I grew up
I
with
like
classical
words.
Music. What does that mean?
It's like,
opera.
Classical music. I was like, oh, nice, but I like things that I could potentially sing along to, whether it be in English or not.
See, I don't hear the lyrics. Like it's a thing. So I can't sing along in Spanish and I can't sing along in English.
Yeah.
I'm an object of ridicule. See, Echoes Through Time, a journey from Mozart. And it's like, no, I don't want to journey with Mozart. I've done it. I grew up with...
Being on that bus.
Yeah. My mum was very into classical music, like orchestral, My dad was very into like the Pavarottis and stuff. That's what I grew up with. I have no pop knowledge, like no pop knowledge.
Mine stops with Spice Girls and Backstreet Boys.
I did
Who
try.
apparently are getting back together to do a tour. Sorry.
The Backstreet Boys?
Yeah.
I wouldn't even... Are
they doing a... no, yes. And they're doing a Vegas residency, I think.
I want to say baggy trousers kind of falling off.
Oh, yeah, very 90s.
Is that them?
Yeah.
Okay.
And frosted tips.
Frosted what?
It's like when they bleach the ends of their hair.
Oh, okay.
Very 90s.
Okay. I mean, I am a 90s. Like, I was around. Anyway, I'm very excited. Are you going to any of these things? I'm really going to try. I thought I would spread the love. Martin doesn't have to come to all of these because Martin does not necessarily want to go to all these cultural events.
This is like when the International Film Festival comes on and I pick up the book and I circle like 30 movies and go to 2.
Is this your thing, Mansfield Park?
I'll go to Mansfield Park.
No,
yeah.
no, I don't want to. It's my least favourite.
Oh.
It's my least
Yeah,
favourite.
it is my least favourite Austin, but I would still go and see
I
it.
don't want to.
Plus it's an opera, isn't it? Actually, around New Zealand Opera Company.
Oh, Lord, you go with your sister.
I don't know, I was going to say, I would take Mum.
Yeah. Go. I will not go to an opera. No. Although for a while I was really into operetta. It was hilarious. I must have been 16. I used to stay up late, watching operetta. Hilarious. Don't know what happened there.
Saturday, 5th of April. I'll be around for that.
Just
I was looking for my phone. We're recording on it.
Yeah, that's right. We will continue to look at the book list. Anyway, are you going to the Fringe Festival? So it's kind of fun. A little bit coarser, shall we say?
It's very much like people doing not their first professional shows, but it's that sort of entry level. I went to a cabaret show there last year.
It's a mixture.
And I went to...
Oh, that's right. You do things like cabaret. Nah.
Where else did I go to?
I went to... see, the thing that Martin and I do, because we're the olds and we're knackered. I'm more knackered than he is. We normally go to the opening night, because then you see
then it's like a
mixture
teaser
of things. Yeah. And then that's enough for us. We don't need to. But I don't like comedy, because they will pick on you at some point, and that's a hellhole you don't want to be in. I don't do cabaret. So I do like a one-person show. I'll do that. Oh, they've got Macbeth.
British author who wrote This Is Going to Hurt. I think he's coming over. I wonder if he's part of this festival.
I don't know.
Can't remember his name.
See, I don't want to watch that. I don't want comedy. I am unfun. Someone was being like funny at work. There's a really funny guy. And he's the one I had a really good laugh at the end of last year. He's very funny. We have a bit to do with each other at work. And he asked me something. I was like, no, mate. No, I'm unfun. Like, you've got the wrong impression. Like, I am not that person. I am serious. And no, I don't want... Pacifica Art Workshop. Carving techniques.
It's at the Kensington Sports Bar and Tavern. Great.
Oh no, I'm thinking Pacifica Art Exhibition. They're not doing quilty. I want them to do quilty. Cook Island, Rarotonga, Pacifica, quilting. Anyway.
Oh, there's also something called ASMR Hour. That would be hilarious.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, how interesting is that?
12 minutes of us looking through a catalogue.
Yeah, anyway, go to this. Where's the other one?
Here, I've pinched it because I want to take a photo of this.
Okay.
Mansfield Park. But
so, let us know if you're going to this one. That's it.
See you in 2 weeks. We've been great.
Ka kite!